Hey, this is Nightflame, and I would like to review Black Widow number 2. So the comic book opens up with a Black Widow getting ran over by a car, and she says, "This is the fourth mistake I made." And we go back 14 hours ago, and we see her receiving a job in China to rescue this guy's son in the ship. And then she's like, "Oh yeah, this reminds me of a mission I had a long time ago in the Black Sea mission. I think that's what it's called." And then she gets into the boat. Oh, she shoots the guy, like two guys guarding the boat, and she gets into the boat and it explodes. And then she's like, "Oh, my first mistake was that I thought the job was gonna be easy." The guy, her client's son dies, and she has to go and tell him. And she finds her client dead, and she suddenly gets into this fight with well, the main enemy was in disguise this whole time as the cook from her, as the servant for her client. And then she's like, "Oh, that was my other mistake," and she starts listing all her mistakes throughout the issue. And at the end, she goes into the confrontation with her enemy, and he's like, "Oh, I had connections with like one of your old targets, the one from your old mission, and the Black Sea mission." And then she's like, "Oh yeah, I remember that mission." And they and he's about to like kill her in front of everybody, and the police shows up and she escapes. And we then go to see her to her lawyer, Isaiah, or the one who sets up all the jobs for her. And this is probably my favorite part of the book. Some guy comes and he's like, "Oh yeah, we want to talk to the Black Widow. She messed up and she killed one of our uh, I think she's like one of their workers, and we want to talk to her privately. And if she doesn't want to talk, we'll set this into the media." So and he's like, "You really don't want me to do that because she has a job in the Avengers and stuff." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll talk to her, but she's not here right now. She has a job." And then he's like, "Okay, then we'll talk to her." And then he leaves, and then her lawyer is like, "Okay." He tells like I think it's some guy who works for him. He's like, "Bug the car." So they bug the car, and he listens to what they say, and they're planning to kill him. Black Widow's lawyer. They plan to kill Black Widow's lawyer, and he doesn't really care. And this is where we really know what he does. This is I mean, this to me was like a plot twist because I really didn't know he was like that. I mean, it's not a plot twist, but it was like an like an unexpected moment. So he gets into um, they were talking about killing Black Widow and him, and he just like puts this he puts gloves on and he kills all of them. He shoots all of them, and it's hilarious how after Black Widow has done with her job, they meet up and she's like, "Oh, how was your week?" And then he remembers, and that's where we know what he did. And he was like, "Yeah, it was a good week," and I thought it was really funny. But overall, this issue is really good. I mean, we're not setting up to any story arc soon. Uh, I think yeah, the enemy was called the Scorpion, I think, and he escapes at the end, and so maybe he'll be back. But we're not setting up into the story arc. But I'll bet next issue we will. And I thought this comic was really good actually. So I gave it an 8 out of 10. Um, it went really fast for me. Not like the other issue where everything was like really, it went really smoothly. This one was kind of fast, but I really don't mind. The art is phenomenal, like always. And I'm really excited for this because we're learning what Black Widow does outside of the Avengers, and she's a really interesting character. And I give this, like I said, an 8 out of 10. And if you can comment what was your favorite part of the issue, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe.